Hello and welcome to Monson Made This. My name is Michael. I cook vegan food, so if you want more vegan recipes and content, you should click that subscribe button below and also click the bell notification so that you are notified when new videos come out. Today's video is, of course, going to be vegan, and it is a veganized version of what I'm calling Aunt Cindy's monkey bread. So Ben's aunt lives in town part of the year, and she told me about this monkey bread she made that uses Rhodes rolls and Jell-O pudding. And it sounded interesting, and knowing that Rhodes rolls are actually vegan, that Jell-O pudding is actually accidentally vegan, that I could just sub in some vegan butter, like Earth Balance, and I could totally make this dish vegan. So I had her write down the recipe for me, like this. I asked her what the origin of the recipe is. She said that a lady gave it to her. So who knows where this recipe actually came from, what the origins are. But it's here now, and it's being made vegan here in this kitchen. It is vegan, as I said, which means it's free of any animal products, so I don't want any comments below saying it's not healthy, it's a bunch of processed ingredients. Yeah, it's dessert, it's delicious, it doesn't have any animal products. I'm not making any other claims than that. So it's all gonna go together in this cast iron pan. So I'm gonna change the camera angle and show you how I add everything to this, and then the hardest part will be to wait the 5 hours while it rises. Everything is going to be going into this 10-inch cast iron skillet, which actually has pretty steep sides. If you don't have a cast iron skillet like this, you could use a 10-inch bundt pan, an angel food cake pan, or if you had maybe a slightly bigger, slightly smaller cast iron, you could vary the number of frozen rolls that you put in, but the number of rolls that I'm going to be using is perfect for this 10-inch skillet. And the first thing that I want to do is cover this in 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. The entire recipe is going to be on monsonmadethis.com, which is linked below, or you could just go to monsonmadethis.com. So I'm going to use my clean hands to generously put this 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. I'm using Earth Balance. You could use Miyoko's, whatever your favorite kind of vegan butter, which is essentially vegan margarine, into the pan. And I'm okay with it having a few little chunks like that. All right, next thing is to add nuts. These are pecans. I actually got a pretty good deal on pecans at the store, so that's why I'm using them. You could use whatever chopped nuts you like, walnuts. If you don't like nuts, you could leave these out. I'm also trying to put them up on the sides, sticking it into the vegan butter that we have up the side. All right, wipe off my hands. Next, let's deal with this. This is the brown sugar. To that, I'm going to be adding in half of a large package or 1 small package of Jell-O cook and serve pudding. This is not the instant pudding. If you didn't want to go to the extra step here and mix them together, you could literally just put these on in layers. So put the brown sugar on, put the pudding on, but I'm going to be mixing them today. The pudding is basically, well, it's accidentally vegan, but it's pretty much all just starch and sweetener and vanilla flavoring. I'm gonna mix these together. And it's okay if there are still a few lumps of brown sugar. All right, now I'm going to take each roll, just lightly roll them in this. Not much is gonna stick to them. And then I'm gonna put them into the pan. Make sure they're evenly spaced. Now the brilliance of this recipe is that this is going to be sprinkled on top, and it's not only going to coat the tops of the rolls, but it's also going to get down to the bottom of the pan, and that's what's going to make a nice caramelization on the bottom, which is where we get our caramel sticky rolls. And this seems like a ton. It is. Last thing is we're going to be adding 5 tablespoons of vegan butter to the top. And you want to make sure that this lands on all of the rolls. And that is it. Here it is. It's heavy, it's huge. It's a 1.5 pounds of rolls, plus butter, plus sugar. It's gonna be incredible. It is going to take 5 hours though to rise before we can actually bake it. So you could make this in the evening, say like right before you go to bed, and then leave it overnight, bake it in the morning, or you can do like I'm doing because I'm having a friend over for dinner tonight, that I'm making it around noon, so it'll be ready to go into the oven about 5:30, and then it'll bake for 30 minutes, and then it is ready to invert and serve. So this is just gonna hang out in my oven for those 5 hours, and I will see you back here in 5 hours when I'm ready to bake it. It has been 5 long hours of waiting for this to rise. It's doubled, maybe even tripled in size. It smells incredible. All of the seasoning we put on top is now kind of in the cracks and on the bottom, and the oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so this is gonna go in for 30 minutes. I'm gonna probably put a piece of foil over it after 10 minutes just to prevent it from getting too brown, take it off the last minute or two of cooking, and then we take it out, we invert it, and we get to enjoy this delicious Aunt Cindy's monkey bread. It has been 30 long minutes. The house smells incredible, and I'm ready to take this monkey bread out. It did bake on a baking sheet that's lined with parchment just in case it overflowed at all. But look at that, looks beautiful. And all the delicious caramel sauce is gonna be at the bottom, so we need to invert this. I have a big plate, which is going to fit over the top of this. So I'm gonna put the plate on, and I'm gonna put on 2 of these hot pad mitts. I'm gonna get a good grip, like this, and invert on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I did it. And it's time for the big reveal. Oh yeah. There's still a bunch of caramel sauce in here, so let me put that over the top. Oh my God, it looks better than I knew it was gonna look good because the one last night looked amazing, but this is a beauty. Pretty effortless. I mean, we had to wait 5 hours, but we threw things together, waited, baked 30 minutes, and here we have these beautiful, amazing, they smell so good, monkey bread. Can't wait to dig in. It looks amazing, smells amazing. Thank you, Aunt Cindy, for this incredible recipe, wherever you got it from. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want any more holiday dessert recipes, let me know, because I don't really do a ton of sweet recipes, but I can if you want more. So definitely comment below if you want more sweet dessert-like recipes. Thanks to those of you that have joined the channel and support me on Patreon. The links are below if you would like to do that as well. Otherwise, just by subscribing to the channel and clicking the like button, you do support this channel as well. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time with a brand new recipe video. Bye.